Georg Riedel runs a family-owned wine glass business, and his products are some of the most expensive in the world. The international success that Riedel's company enjoys is largely due to its ability to tell good stories. He says that each type of wine has its own message of taste and quality, and the way that message is conveyed depends on the shape of the glass from which it is drunk. The same goes for millions of wine lovers around the world. There's nothing like a good Chardonnay in a true Liddell glass. Wine tastes better with Liddell's glass? Of course not. According to Seth Godin, objective scientific studies have shown that wine glasses do not significantly increase effectiveness. We understand the world around us and spread ideas through stories. So, to be successful as a marketer, you need to be able to tell a story that people can easily believe in. Similarly, profitability is determined by your ability to give people what they want. People can be very irrational in most cases, and no number of facts can force them to change what they already consider to be true. We all humans desire to be healthy, happy, loved and respected. We all take different paths to this final destination. A customer's experience will influence their financial decisions and determine whether or not they'll believe a story. For instance, if a client was disappointed with the product they got from a store some weeks ago, the next time they visit the store, they will have a different opinion than another client who has always had a great experience buying things there. You don't have to try to change people's perceptions. They've had most of their preconceived notions all their lives, long before you and your product came along. Trying to use facts or working up strategies to make people ignore their bias is a waste of time. An idea is just like a virus. No matter what you are selling, the only way to boost your influence and gain more customers is for your idea to spread from person to person. When your clientele starts doing word-of-mouth marketing for you, then you're indeed winning. This strategy is similar to how frogs can easily spot and catch flies moving at a relatively high speed. To a frog, all that matters is the changes in the environment. Everything else is static and ignored. This is why you notice if anything is out of place in your house as soon as you walk in. Once we decide that something is worth our attention, we try to figure out how it happened. Humans are quick to jump to conclusions about anything. We can make judgments about someone within a couple of minutes just by looking at how they look, talk, and dress. Consumers make snap judgments to survive the onslaught of choices they face every day. So as a marketer, it is your responsibility to ensure that your products make the right first impression on people. You can put all you have into advertising, go above and beyond to make your employees look presentable in their uniforms, and select the best location for your business. In marketing, first contacts don't always translate to first impressions. You never know when you are going to have the first impression on customers. They might be seeing your brand for the first time, but that doesn't mean it will generate an emotional reaction during the first encounter. This is why authenticity is crucial. No matter how well structured your narrative is, no matter how perfectly framed it is in terms of the worldview of your customer base, each person will still have to tell themselves the story and believe the lie. So you have to be authentic because you don't know which element of your story the consumer will use to structure the narrative he tells himself. If you have a great story, but it's inauthentic, you are seriously short-changing yourself. To ensure that the story you're telling impacts the maximum number of people, it has to be consistent. Instead, they develop products and experiences so remarkable that people can't stop talking about them. No matter how much money you splash on ads, if consumers don't have a remarkable experience using the product, your ideas will have a hard time spreading. The key to creating something remarkable is to craft a story that someone will love telling themselves. You see, people will not share your story with their family, friends, and colleagues if they don't enjoy narrating it to themselves. If you want the story you are delivering to get told, you must build your entire organization around it. As a marketer, you must be careful not to spin frauds when you are framing your story. He tells his customers his glasses make wine taste better, and immediately they accept this fact as their truth. Unlike fibs, frauds are inauthentic. A fraudulent story is told primarily for the personal gain of the marketer and is based on little or no facts. The worst thing about fraud is that when your customers find out, they'll be engaged, and there will probably be no way for you to get out of the mess it creates. To become a great and profitable marketer, you must learn to tread the fine line between fibs and frauds. Craft your story the way you like to sweet-talk potential customers into becoming believers, but you must be careful not to venture into fraud. In most circumstances in life, humans tend to be quite irrational. This is especially true in marketing. People make snap judgments whenever they want to buy something or pay for a service, and these irrational choices are primarily influenced by the lies they tell themselves. People who like stocking their homes full of cereals have managed to convince themselves that granola is the healthiest breakfast. Likewise, customers who drink only bottled water strongly believe that the water coming out of the tap in their homes isn't good for their health. So splurging on bottled water gives them joy and peace of mind. As a marketer, your journey to profitability starts when you accept this fundamental truth. People don't want to buy what you are selling, they simply want to buy what they want. Customers already lie to themselves. They do it all the time to make their lives easier and satisfy their desires. So it's your duty to take advantage of this fact by selling them stories. To get started, study your customer base to know the general worldview that each shares. Once you are aware of their common bias, you can then frame your story in line with it. This is important because no matter how well you package what you are trying to offer, people will still interpret it through their perception. So feel free to use fibs to enhance the delivery of your story, but never push fraudulent and dishonest narratives. To win as a marketer, look for a group of people with the same worldview. Then, find a way to craft a story around that worldview. To make sure that you're seen as authentic, structure your whole organization to match that same narrative. Once you're done, start selling the story to your targeted audience. If framed right, the people will accept this narrative, believe it, and repeat it. Follow these rules and subscribe to our channel, where we provide business-related videos each and every week. Like the video, if you've enjoyed it, and also you can go to our another channel where we make content on self-discipline, motivation, time management, emotional intelligence and many more. Thank you, see you next week.